boy comes home and says to his wife, "Suman, where is the key to my car?" The girl says, "My brother took it." The boy asks, "Why?" The girl replies, "He had some work at home. That's why he came early in the morning to pick up the keys. Anyway, you had a day off from work, so I gave him the keys." The boy gets angry and says, "You gave my car without asking me?" The girl says, "I didn't disturb you because you were sleeping." The boy angrily says, "How can you give it without asking me?" The girl replies, "I'm your wife, right? So I'm as attached to your things as you are to mine." The boy says, "If you want to give anything of mine from now on, just ask me once." Then the boy leaves. The girl sits there confused and upset. The next day, when the boy is going to the office, he asks his wife, "Did you pack my lunch?" The girl says, "No." The boy asks, "Why?" The girl replies, "From today, do your work on your own." The boy asks, "Why? What happened to you?" The girl says, "Nothing." The boy says, "Then why are you reacting like this?" The girl says, "When I don't have a right over your things, then why should I do your work? From today, you will do your own work." The boy says, "Okay, I got it, I will do it myself." He leaves angrily. At the office, he calls his wife and asks, "Will you cook for me today?" The girl says, "No." The boy says, "Okay, thank you, I'll eat from outside." And he hangs up. At night, when they're about to sleep, the girl says, "I've kept your dirty clothes aside. Wash them yourself." The boy asks, "And how long will this go on?" The girl says, "Forever." The boy gets very angry. The next day, the boy tells his friend, "Bro, ever since I started doing everything myself, I'm really fed up with eating outside food. I don't know what to do." His friend says, "Just talk to her once. It's a simple situation. There's a solution." The boy asks, "What's the solution?" His friend says, "Lower your arrogance and say sorry to my sister-in-law." The boy says, "Why should I say sorry when I'm not at fault?" His friend replies, "Why won't you say sorry? And even if my sister-in-law gave you the keys without asking, what's the big deal? She has full rights in your life, and if she doesn't, then she's doing the right thing." The boy says, "I won't say sorry." His friend says, "Brother, it's just a small apology. Saying sorry won't make you small." What does a wife want from her husband? Love and respect. When a woman gets married, she takes care of her husband so much. Small misunderstandings happen in married life. Sometimes we have to compromise and to save a relationship. If one partner has to bow down a little, he shouldn't hesitate. The boy thinks about it. That night, when he comes home, he says to his wife, "Listen, I'm sorry." The girl says, "I don't need your sorry." The boy says, "Okay, if I hold my ears and say sorry, will you forgive me?" The girl says, "No." The boy holds his ears and says, "Sorry, whatever I said it in anger. Please forgive me. And yes, you have full rights over everything that is mine." The girl says, "Put your hands down." The boy replies, "No, first tell me you've forgiven me." The girl gets up and says, "Will you take me out for pizza?" The boy says, "Okay." The girl says, "Listen, I will also say sorry to you." The boy says, "Why are you saying sorry?" The girl replies, "Because it was my fault. I should have asked you before giving the keys to my brother." The boy says, "You don't need to ask." The girl says, "I needed to ask because what if you had to go somewhere? I'm sorry. Next time I will ask you before doing anything." The boy says, "Okay, fine. Now let's go eat pizza or else the shop will close." The girl nods yes, and then both become happy. A like is definitely deserved for this